Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's been a couple of weeks since I last put out a video talking about the Build the Enterprise D situation. I kind of didn't really want to say anything until I personally knew a lot more. I've seen a lot of hearsay in the Facebook group and online about what might be happening, but until I knew something a little bit more concrete, I didn't really want to put out anything. But it seems things are moving forward and there's been a little bit more information put out there. So the state of it at the moment is that we still haven't really had an official communication from Eaglemoss or any sort of company affiliated with Eaglemoss, like the administrators who might be dealing with the situation or any companies that might be interested in picking up Eaglemoss's backlog of either the various ship collectibles they've put out or the build-ups they have been doing. What we do have, however, in the last couple of days is a number of tweets by a former Eaglemoss employee by the name of Ben Robertson. And I'm going to knock the camera, I've got a very unprofessional setup here because I never really intended to do news videos. But Ben Robinson, at Ben CS Robinson on Twitter, posted just the other day, "I am no longer an Eaglemoss employee, so I'm free to talk about what's going on. This has literally just happened, so I want to say two things. The first is that I'm so sorry that Eaglemoss's communication has been non-existent. It's terrible, and I can only apologise. I kind of feel for the guy there. It can't be easy being in a situation where you work for or have worked for someone, and you might have a lot of pride in your work, and there's like that lack of communication in there. God knows what sort of legal things are going on at that moment in time, or this moment, so, I feel for him there. The second thing I need to say is that there are people who are interested in taking over the build-ups and the other models. It's too early to make any promises, but people are trying, and we'll do everything in our power to make sure these projects continue. CBS are supportive." Now, that's kind of a big one, because CBS are obviously the people who kind of own the rights to Star Trek and want to do the licensing for all the various merch that goes out there. So if they're supportive of these ideas, they probably want to get it out there. And I think when it comes to the Eaglemoss models that have been done, there's always a lot of praise for their smaller models, the ships they've been releasing, the Enterprise D ship, the various shuttlecrafts they've done. There's a huge range out there. So knowing that CBS are kind of keen to push on is good to know. So, just earlier today, he did say, "I'll be talking to at Trek Movie and at Trek Core and a DW site," I presume that's Doctor Who, "soon, but in the meantime, let me say that the people behind the scenes want the Star Trek ships, the Enterprise D and Doctor Who figurines and all the other ships to continue, and I will do everything to make sure they do, so be hopeful." And then just about an hour ago, "Thank you all so much. I've been overwhelmed by kind words. I've been doing interviews and podcasts today. The messages I'm trying to rescue or resurrect the project. Being able to show interest is key when approaching new companies, so please follow me for news. The priority is the build-ups. I hate the thought of anyone being left with an incomplete model, but I am optimistic about more ships too." So there we go. That's sort of an official communication there from a former Eaglemoss employee. He is the guy, he ran Eaglemoss's Star Trek, Doctor Who, 007, Orville, Battlestar Galactica, Expanse, Marvel and DC collections. He writes Trek books and created Doctor Who Battles in Time. So he's got a big pedigree here. He seems to know quite a lot. And I've been following him on Twitter for quite some time. I think he might have liked or maybe retweeted one of my videos from time to time with the Enterprise D build-up. So, where we stand at the moment, I guess this is the biggest official communication that Eaglemoss did go into administration. Like I said, there was no official sort of statement put out there, just a lot of sort of people digging into various aspects of it, and that is where we know of it from. Like I said, no big official communications have been sent out. But this is sort of the closest thing. We know that they were in administration. We know that they are in administration. But we also know that there are people who are interested in taking on what they have been doing and pushing forward to it. Now, again, this is kind of leans more into the hearsay sort of thing, but on the Facebook groups there have been rumblings that someone, apparently the official manufacturer of the part, is interested in taking on the Enterprise D build-up and continuing on with that. Some of the other build-ups might be getting taken on by another company. No word yet on the models, but I don't really like to speculate too much one way or the other. I'm this isn't a news channel, but I'm very keen to keep any of the subs up to date on this matter as best I'm able to. So yeah, this is where we are right now. It seems wheels are in motion. Something is going on behind the scenes. When we will see a resolution, who can really say? Administration is one of them things where you could hear something in the next couple of weeks, could take a couple of months to do it. God knows how much red tape there is to wade through for this, and I'm not a legal or business expert here. I'm just a dude who does a YouTube channel, but I will be keeping an eye on things. I'll be trying to put out these videos where and whenever I can. Something I'm kind of keen to do and think about is maybe, and I was going to do this last week, but I kind of held off, and thankfully I did, because now we have an official communication. I was thinking of doing a sort of mid-ship review of where I'm up to at this point, and answering maybe a few questions. Sort of the biggest question I've had over the last few weeks since thinking this is, should Eaglemoss or the Enterprise D build be rescued? Will I continue it? Because I kind of maintain that I have been enjoying it, but it's very, very expensive, and it's been a long time since I've really received a part, and it's kind of at that stage where the excitement for it, was kind of up here somewhere, and now it's sank right down, and that might possibly be because of the various issues Eaglemoss have faced, lack of getting one in months now, maybe once we have official communication that someone has picked it up, that excitement will rise again. It'll wait and see. I would like to finish it off, but I will have to kind of weigh up options should they be rescued and see how things stand. But that's, of course, a question for later on when we know more. But it is good that there is someone kind of behind the scenes trying to push these in someone else's hands so that they can continue it. I'd say it could be a long way off though, and while there is someone there who's clearly passionate about it, I don't want to get my hopes up too much, and I don't think anyone else. We should be a bit measured about it, because while passion is a great thing, business people don't always think, people are passionate about that. They need to think, will this turn a profit? Will this make us look good? Will this do this, that, and the other? But bit of optimism is good. So that's the update as things stand right now. Hopefully we will hear more soon. It definitely seems like there's someone there. Right, this Ben Robinson is really kind of pushing on various fronts to get these in the hands of other people, but as for how long it's going to take, we don't quite know. But yeah, I'll try and get more updates when they come out. I really don't want to speculate too much on these sorts of things. I do want to wait until we get sort of official stuff before making videos about it, and this is the closest we have to something massively official. So yeah, all that rambling done. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. I apologise, updates recently haven't been as consistent. I'm waiting for things to arrive. I've been waiting for a few things to arrive for the last few weeks, so I can kind of do unboxings and features on them. Hopefully that'll be soon. But in the meantime, go check out other videos on the channel, like and share this one. This is actually some good news. So, if you know anyone else who's interested in this, share the video around. I might try and push to maybe see if I can maybe speak to Ben myself. It's kind of a daunting prospect, but it would be cool to kind of reach out to someone who worked for Eaglemoss and ask a few questions there. Let me know if that is something you'd be interested in. I'm a very, very, very small YouTuber, so I don't have as much pull as other websites, but I will give it a try. But yeah, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. Let me know your thoughts below, and I shall see you again hopefully very soon. Goodbye.